What is up, my fellow budget travelers? Today I'm coming at you from Las Vegas. I stayed at Excalibur, and I actually stayed in both of the rooms. I stayed in the Royal Tower as well as the Resort Tower. So if you want to see the other one, make sure you stick around to the end because this video is all about the Royal Tower. So let's jump right into it. Now, when you get to your elevators, they have different elevators for different floor levels. So make sure you're getting on the right elevator, and you're going to need your key card in order to get to your floor. I'll be honest with you, they are a little finicky, so you need to swipe your key as soon as you get into the elevator before it starts moving, or else it's not going to let you go anywhere and you're going to end up going back down. So that's a key note here. This room was on the 10th floor, and it was a double queen room in the Royal Tower at Excalibur. So this is an idea of what the wallpaper looks like. It's very medieval. You have a shield on your door, and of course you're going to need to swipe your key in order to get in. We landed at about 11:30 at night, so it was dark out, so I'll show you what it looks like in the daytime once we wake up. But for now, I'll show you the room as it was prepared when we came into the room, when it was before we slept in all the sheets and everything. The Royal Tower was an interesting mix. It was a little bit 80s, a little bit 90s. It was really interesting decorations. But the pillows are really comfortable. You get 3 pillows here, and the sheets are also really light and fluffy. There's not a lot of light in this room. There's this floor lamp in the corner. There's also a desk lamp, and then there's this lamp in the middle. And then they have a hallway lamp as well as a bathroom lamp, and there's also a fan in the bathroom too. They do have 2 plugs in the center console here. And there's also a plug like right next to the bed also. So there's plenty of places to charge your phones. Moving over to the TV, they kind of have a weird desk dresser situation here because if you see on the side, it looks like there should be a refrigerator in there, but that doesn't open. So I don't know if it's like electrical stuff is in there or what, but there's no refrigerator in these rooms. There is plenty of deep dressers, drawers here, and then inside the closet, there's a lot of room as well. This is the little desk area. They give you an ice bucket, some cups. And it was cool to see that the pizza place delivers, so that's always good. They give you a velvet chair in this room. And this was just kind of a basic room, so we didn't have a view or anything, but I'll show you what it looked like out the window. They do have the blackout curtains here as well as a sheer curtain, so you have your privacy from the roof. Not that anybody's going to be looking in your room, but there is some privacy here. My only complaint is that the air conditioner does make a lot of noise. It's kind of on the older side. You control it here on the right hand side. And the fan just kind of makes a constant whirring noise, which kind of got on our nerves when it would turn on. But otherwise, that's really the only complaint about the room. Next up, we've got the closet. It's one of those sliding door kind of situations. The hangers do not come off the rail, but the piece of the hanger will come off of the hook here. So that doesn't really do anything for me personally. I prefer when the hanger comes off because then you can hang it different places, but it does detach. It just takes a minute. Then they've got a safe here. It's pretty decent size. And you've got your ironing board and your iron. Now let's hit the bathroom. So they have a full-length mirror across the whole wall here, which we love that. Here's what the products are. I do want to point out that in the shower, they only give you shampoo and body wash. So there's no conditioner in this room. They do have body lotion, body wash, body soap, and shampoo. There's plenty of towels, and remember, you can always ask for more if you want. They're one of the few rooms on the strip that still have a sliding door, and they've got your basic shower here. But it does get really hot, and it's pretty good water pressure. The light switches are right behind this towel here, but there is a separate one for the fan and one for the light. And the hairdryer is cute. It's one of those like mini ones that doesn't come off the wall. And they have a fan in the bathroom, which we love. Security wise here, they do have an additional deadbolt as well as the flip over bolt. I'm always a fan of the do not disturb signs, as you know, when they're creative, sleeping off our adventures. It's so fun, right? Now, if you go back down by where the elevators are, this is where you're going to find your ice machine, and they also have a vending machine over here as well. If I remember correctly, I want to say like Pepsi and water and everything was about $3. And they also have an additional garbage can in here too if you want to get rid of some of your bigger items. The elevators here come really quickly. They have a whole ton of elevators, so we love that. And generally speaking, it was not really that packed in the elevators either. I feel like there's a good balance because the Royal Towers has 2 sets of elevators. So I think the fact that they split up the different floors helps the traffic of everything. So if you see a lot of people standing on one set of elevators, just go on the other side and go to the other elevators. It'll still go up to your floor as well. Each set of elevators has the separate room levels, if that makes sense. And one of my favorite things about staying at Excalibur is the location. I mean, you've got MGM right here, you've got New York, and Excalibur is right by where the monorail station is. So it's really easy to get, it's right over there on the left. It's really easy to get down to the Luxor and Mandalay Bay. But also when you're going back to your room late at night, it's the first stop before the monorail. So especially when you're tired, it's really nice to just walk right over to your room instead of waiting for the monorail or having to walk through Excalibur to get all the way back to your room. And depending where you stay, you can have really beautiful views of the mountains as well. And who doesn't love coming back to something lit up like this? Like, look how cool it is. And on the entryway, I know you'll be tired walking all the way back, but they do have an escalator that goes down into Excalibur. So if you want to see more of Excalibur, I'll leave a link here to my Excalibur tour, which I'm going to post. That way you'll be able to see all that Excalibur has to offer, like what their pool looks like. I'll give you a brief glimpse here. It's really big, actually. They have about 4 pools. Generally speaking, just the one is the main pool, but sometimes this one with the water slide is open as well. It just depends. And Excalibur itself is all castle themed inside, so everything has like a medieval flair to it. They've even got these like ceilings at the top that are really cool. And if you want to see what the other rooms look like in the resort tower, they do look different. So I'll leave a link to that video here. And otherwise, this is the video that YouTube thinks you'll like the most. So make sure you check that one out and come back to these later. See you there.